The latest film in the Fast and Furious universe, Hobbs & Shaw, has dropped in theaters. Let's talk about it. Hobbs & Shaw is the 9th film in the Fast and Furious franchise and the first spin-off. This time, Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham's characters, Hobbs and Shaw, need to team up to stop an enhanced human from getting a hold of a deadly virus. Ever since Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson joined this franchise, I've wanted to see a Hobbs spin-off film. Then, the scenes between The Rock and Jason Statham in The Fate of the Furious were the best scenes in that entire film, so I wanted a spin-off film about those two characters. Well, now we have it. Before I tell you if it lived up to my expectations, tell me what you thought down below in the comment section. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you somewhere in between on this one? Also, let me know if you watched this movie without having seen the previous Fast and Furious films. I would love to hear your take on the film. With that said, let's get started talking about the good. And the best thing about this film is that it might be the king of dumb blockbusters. The scenarios are insane, the stunts improbable, the dialogue ridiculous, the one-liners unbelievably cheesy. Everything about this film is over the top. On my channel, I talk about Taco Bell films, fast food entertainment. It's not necessarily great quality stuff, but it's still delicious and you love to eat it up. This movie to me is an absolute Taco Bell film, maybe the king of the Taco Supreme of Taco Bell movies. From beginning to end, I had a massive grin on my face. Both myself and my wife were laughing out loud at the absurdity of everything that happens. About every 2 minutes, something will happen that will make you say out loud, "What? That's insane. You can't do that." And I say that in the best possible way. Now, of course, this movie exists for the sole purpose of seeing The Rock and Jason Statham butt heads as Hobbs and Shaw, and the movie has countless scenes of them, two of them, just tossing insults back and forth in the most ridiculous, over-the-top fashion, but it's so funny, it's so much fun. They have such great chemistry with each other. You also get to see them fight each other, you get to see them fight with each other. All of it is all the stuff that you wanted going into the movie. That's what this film delivers. Beyond that, it really does do a pretty good job of balancing the two of them as leads. In different ways, each of them kind of takes the center stage. In other ways, they're kind of a little bit more in the back seat. It's balanced really nicely. And also for each of their characters, they found a unique way to kind of dive into the backstory based off the little things that they've hinted at or shown us in the previous films. This movie kind of expands on all of that and kind of builds the world surrounding them. And a nice addition here is Vanessa Kirby as Shaw's sister. She fits perfectly into the mix and keeps up with the two of them. She adds to the chemistry inside of it. And kind of as an action hero, they use her really nicely inside the mix. So The Rock is obviously the big, powerful mountain wrestler. Jason Statham is the tough guy brawler. But then she kind of brings in this agile person that's doing arm locks and things like that. So it all makes sense inside of the movie. Inside of a movie where things don't really need to make sense, they still found a way to give her own unique space inside of the film. She absolutely keeps up with them and adds to the mix. Then you got Idris Elba as the villain here. I mean, there's not like a great character, but him as a personality facing off against Hobbs and Shaw absolutely works inside of the movie. This over-the-top plot line about him being this enhanced human absolutely is the thing that you need to face off against these two over-the-top personalities that are Hobbs and Shaw. So for the movie that they were making, I thought he was a great addition. Also, the movie has two cameos inside of it that are amazing. I'm so happy that they didn't use these inside of the marketing. They weren't hinted at. I had no idea either one of these were going to happen. Both of them are fantastic sequences that were laugh out loud, done really nicely, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I did. The biggest compliment I can give this movie is that it absolutely delivers the experience that the trailer promises. It starts off high energy and it keeps it up all the way until the end. There's only a couple times where it briefly dips a little bit in energy, but the movie gives you all the laughs you want, all the experiences you want. By the end of it, you are satisfied. With all that said, let's move on to the negative. And the thing is, this is an incredibly dumb movie. It requires you to suspend all disbelief. It's not that the movie just has improbable scenarios that defy physics. It's that that is what this movie is serving up. The entire recipe is overcooked one-liners, insane scenarios, and caricatures instead of characters. I feel like I could zero in on anything involving the story, the storytelling, or the characters and just dissect it to pieces. I mean, the villain is one-dimensional. The evil scheme is generic. Every single thing here could be nitpicked, but it feels like that would be missing the entire point of this movie. This film exists as entertainment. It's not trying to explore the human condition. It's not trying to be high art. It's not about any of that. It just wants to put a grin on your face. If you saw the trailer and thought, that looks awesome, you will be entertained. If you saw the trailer and thought, more of this crap, it's not going to win you over. If you're looking for a healthy cinematic diet, this is not it. This is all dessert, no healthy main course. Real quick before I give you my final score, tell me what you thought down below in the comment section. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or somewhere in between. Also, come back tomorrow. I'm gonna rank all 9 Fast and Furious films. If you enjoyed this review, you'll love that ranking. Hobbs & Shaw is an over-the-top blockbuster that knows exactly what it is and exactly what its target audience wants. It's dumb, but it's probably also the most fun I've had at the theater this year. It's a B+ overall, but it's a 9 out of 10 on the entertainment scale. If you like the trailer, this is a must-see in the theater. If you enjoyed this video, check out that video right over there. I don't even know what YouTube's recommending to you. Also, remember to come back tomorrow for my ranking of the Fast and Furious films. Thank you so much for watching, and keep talking movies too much.